Tell us why you first decided to merge these two accounting firms.
Yes, Lerato, it had become critical for us to merge because the landscape was changing. The big four firms have transformed. Wherever we go now, we have lost the edge of being a black firm. So we decided that we have to merge. We had been talking over the years, you know, as we've developed from small businesses to medium-sized businesses, we needed to do something and go to the next level. And also it had always been our vision to develop a big black accounting firm. And we believe that we had the maturity now as organizations and as black leaders to be able to do this and sustain
Bringing these two entities together not only brings a critical mass of accounting brain, but some money power. What is the value of the new company?
Yes, the fees of the new company are over 400 million. That puts us below the big four, so we're actually number 5 in terms of revenue. And we have staff of over 800, you know, so we have the capacity now to actually grow and become very big.
What do you make of people who'd look at the two accounting firms and say, great, you're aspiring to be a big accounting firm, but ultimately you're still two transformation, empowerment companies that have come together?
What is actually exciting about this transaction is that we're taking two indigenous black firms who started here in South Africa 25 years ago, who have grown, you know, over the years to be where we are now, to be able to do this transaction. We're actually ushering in a new era of black economic empowerment because we're taking black professionals who have grown their own businesses to form a company that is operational, being operated by the actual owners of the business. So it's not a transaction, it's not putting together two transactions and buying a percentage of this company. It's actually operational, which is what we need to see.
Okay, you talk about being number 5 in a market that is dominated by the big four, KPMG, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Deloitte, and others. How are you going to compete against them?
Yes, we always have to find our niche. And we've been competing with them over the years. And I believe now when we put together this, we deal with the skeptics about capacity. You know, we always have to answer those questions. Now, when we have the capacity, we're able to really challenge them. And we are going to look at key service areas like internal audit, for instance. We are almost leading in terms of the public sector in internal audit. With these two firms now together, we're really just going to lead there. And it opens opportunities for public enterprises to actually give us more of those audits. So they're really going to feel the pinch.
The kinds of things that you need to do to innovate, I don't even know why I'm asking a question like this. I wouldn't assume accountants can innovate. Do you?
Yes, we always have to innovate all the time. And the nice thing about this firm is that we are going to be able to invite into the firm new skills, because without new skills you cannot innovate, which we've not been able to do very well because we're always competing with the big four. But now we're going to be a home to black professionals who have been trained in the industry for many years. And therefore we're really excited that for the first time we will innovate. And also opportunities, you know, to go international and things like that, which will give us the strength.
What does international mean to you? Because some would say a natural fit, especially because you've been handling public sector accounts, for lack of a better word, would be supporting endeavors for greater regional integration and corporate expansion into the sub-region of Africa. Is that something that you'd want to be doing, is creating synergies? Yes,
exactly. We're already operating in the SADC region, for instance, and therefore with this scale now we'll be able to operate in Africa, and we already qualified to audit in the JSE, New York Stock Exchange, and Luxembourg. So this will actually just increase our scope.
Authorities in this country are very concerned. South Africa has a skills deficit, we know this. But there's a feeling that the area where this is lacking the most is in engineering and financial services now being the one area of growth and GDP contribution is where you really need to start harnessing these skills. How is your company going to offer solutions?
It has always been our cry to be able to increase our capacity to produce more chartered accountants, and we've done well over the years. And we do all sorts of things, you know, in terms of training accountants, giving them bursaries, you know, to further their studies and supporting them. So now the scale and the size is going to allow us to invite more and be able to do more. there's so much that we still need to do as a profession to grow the numbers, not just in terms of blacks, but generally we need more chartered accountants. As you know, most leaders of business are chartered accountants, so the more the merrier, and I believe that we will make a significant contribution now to that need.
Are you not scared of job hopping? That's apparently the biggest weakness of black professionals, is that because there's such a dearth of talent, there's too much money chasing them. So if you look at the JSE, 32% of JSE listed companies have chartered accountants as CEOs. As we talk about fast-tracking the transformation agenda, people will be coming to your company to come and source that talent.
We've always been saying we're producing for the economy as accounting firms, and it's something that we're proud of. But when you give people an exciting vision, you know, something that they feel they are part of, it's more than just themselves, I believe that we'll be able to keep them.